Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Strategic Command, World War II, World at War. It is July of 1945. The Axis powers have liberated France, Russia, and China. Well, not liberated, they took over Russia and China. They've taken over Western Europe, and the war is going well for the Axis powers. The D-Day invasion occurred and was flung back. The massive German army is sitting here on the coast of France with very little to do. German Me-262 jets are ready. The Germans are preparing for a cross-channel invasion, and all that is stopping them at this moment is needing the ability to have their aircraft essentially not their aircraft, the ability to make sure that they can make a cross-channel invasion happen. By the way, I wasn't actually trying to attack that British air unit. I was really just trying to do recon of the British coast, and we see here in the process we attacked one of these tactical bomber units and knocked out 6, and when the second attack there just wiped out the remainder. So apparently these Me-262s are also good at attacking enemy aircraft on the ground, so that's good to know. The 262 was designed to be a fighter bomber, I believe it was, and that the requirement for it to be able to be a bomber, I believe, actually played a role in delaying its development, much to the chagrin of the Germans, but I digress. It is July. The war is going well. We're trying to get the Japanese Navy in a position to be able to support an invasion of Australia. We're trying to pin the American submarines, the only thing that can feasibly hold us back from a successful invasion of Australia. And that's the situation right now. The invasion of India is going pretty well with sort of a dual attack, one from the east, one from the west. The Germans are coming from the west, and the Allies did just get a bunch of new units that were raised at Delhi free of charge. So we may face some pretty strong counterattacks here, but the troops we are facing off against appear to be level 1 or 0 units, so they're not super upgraded yet. So hopefully we'll be able to hold off. But that's about all you need to know. The one other thing is we're hoping that next turn we can take out Chile from the war with our Argentine forces. Argentina's already conquered Brazil, so the next step would be to conquer Chile and then move up the ladder to Peru to take the majority of majority of South America from the Allies. That's our objective anyway, but we'll see how things play out. So that being said, it's July. It's about to move into August. Let's go ahead and get this turn started, and let's see what happens. Okay, the annual notice that the Allies are hindering supply, or were hindering supply on Crete. It'll be interesting to see what the Allies do in North Africa, if the British tanks there continue to attack and perhaps take El Agheila, if we're able to reduce Cairo this turn. Looks like they reinforced Cairo, so those are going to all be green troops. American subs moving out of Delhi, or whatever the name of that city is. They'll probably reinforce this armored unit here in the Ganges as well, or pull it back in that case. This American unit was reinforced, but it's also cut off, so that'll be interesting. That sub is a level 6 and did some damage to that battleship. Some pretty heavy damage, actually. If the weather cooperates, we may move these carriers back to try and knock these subs out in port. Submarines have a tendency to dive and... Oh, shit. American cruisers in the Celebes Sea... I really hope there isn't about to be an invasion of the Philippines. We have no troops there. It would seem kind of stupid for the AI to be able to do that, or to even think to do that, given they haven't taken any of the exterior islands. But we're pretty vulnerable there, so I wouldn't put it past them. British strategic bombers based in North Africa are now hitting Sicily, now that Sicily's been liberated. Our jets are intercepting American tactical bombers. British tactical bombers are hitting our tanks in North Africa. That was good. That was a good result. Those tactical British bombers didn't knock out the garrison completely yet. They took it all the way down to 2 last turn. Why are they moving escort carriers into the channel? Why would you do that, Britain? That's so dumb! Ooh, a strong counterattack by some land units here in India. British armor attacking El Agheila fails miserably, loses casualties, and does nothing to reduce the garrison there. Interesting. Their armor falls back. Maybe they're going to be trying to reinforce them. That actually could be bad, because if they retreat and then they get up to level 10, they might actually take Eligala 2 turns from now. This turn, obviously, they pulled back. Next turn, they may reinforce. The turn after that, they may attack and overwhelm that garrison. That garrison is not experienced, so they're probably mincemeat if the British actually increase the strength of that armored unit. Meanwhile, it looks like there's a new defensive line here just to the west of the Ganges here behind this river line near Calcutta, which Calcutta will be a game changer. If we take Calcutta, we're going to be all set in India because it's a major supply depot. Are you fucking kidding me? The Americans are right off the coast of Japan. They're going straight for Japan. We're down here trying to prepare for an invasion of Australia, and the Americans have a fleet off the coast of Japan? What? Do they even have... Given the threat that Japan now faces, a successful invasion of our home islands is likely inevitable. Should the Allies capture both Tokyo and Osaka, would you consider the fight to continue the fight from Seoul in Korea? Yeah. This is stupid. Alright, well, at least I can race some of my troops back home. Looks like we can offload them, too. Problem is, I don't think I can get far enough back to actually destroy them. But we could get this American warship over here. I don't even know what they're invading with. They don't have much in the way of warships. Like, what are they... Whatever. I just don't know what they're actually sending against us. So I'm going to race my fleet back this way. In terms of land units, they have a lot, I suppose. But in terms of naval units, they've got 23 naval units total. And some of those are in the Atlantic. So I don't know. Shit. Enemy contact. Alright, so they've got a line of at least 4 destroyers over here. I mean, I think we might be in a reasonably good shape to, like, wipe these guys out. Coming up from behind them. It's going to give us a morale hit to steam these guys at full speed out this way, but that's fine. This carrier is a little bit weak to be going into battle. We'll send them into port there. I wonder if this is like a scripted thing, like 1945, late 1945, America just goes for Japan. Or if this is just some kind of Doolittle raid. I don't know. we operate these guys back to the home islands? We can. All right. So we've got troops in Osaka, good troops in Osaka. We've got mediocre troops in Tokyo. They're level 2, but they're a garrison unit. We've got an army and a corps. I don't think, unless there's a huge force here that we haven't detected, that they'll... I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I completely forgot we had this guy back here. Those heavy tanks have to be without supply. Or they have very little. And they're dead. Okay. Seems to be the rainy season in India. Reinforce these tanks to level 10. Why can't these guys move? I don't know. Get these guys to level 10, these guys to level 3. Level 10. I honestly don't even know what to expect. I should not have done that. Alright, we don't need those troops there. Just gonna transport these guys back to Manila so that we've got a garrison there. Alright, can these guys get back to Japan? How far can they get? Ooh, they can. So we'll have a headquarter unit there as well. I hate that this is throwing my entire plan for invading Australia out. But we'll just have to come back to it if we get that far. I'm feeling better, though. About my odds here. I don't see here. I want to know where these troops are. I wonder if those 2 troop transports we destroyed last turn over here were going somewhere. Like as part of this whole spiel. I mean, I'm scouting a good deal of the ocean here. So far, there's nothing. Indo-China expedition. We'll sail them here in case we need reinforcements. But it does sound like because of that choice I made, I at least won't lose the war, right? Yeah. Boom. All right. I just decided to invade Australia for the hell of it. We just destroyed an American submarine in the process, too. So their fleet's down to 22 units. I landed some Japanese Marines in Australia, just thinking like maybe if we actually land in Australia, it'll cause some kind of trigger to cause the Allies to pull back a little bit. We're going to send these guys to Australia as well if they don't die in the process. Alright, so we're getting some reinforcements to Australia. Just as more of a diversion for the Americans. Maybe they'll take the threat seriously. Okay. So I think that does Japan. Germany, meanwhile. Yeah, attack Bombay. Alright, so Germany's attacking Bombay. Nice. Alright, it'll be interesting to see what the British here do. Are they going to go for Jodhpur and our headquarter unit? Are they going to go for our cavalry leading the way? That was kind of stupid on my part, but I did what I did. Alright. So these guys are dug in at level 1, right? Yeah. Damn it! I thought maybe we had him. We almost took Cairo that turn. Alright, we'll reinforce these guys. Upgrade these tanks. Reinforce these subs. I mean, I guess we might as well go for a cross-channel invasion. Like, why the hell not? British interceptors, German escorts, air battle over England. Wow, their jets really lost quite a bit. Can our jets attack these guys? No, they can't quite reach. These guys can. All right. Nice. I wish my jets could reach here. Interceptors and escorts. Why did I get a jet sound effect? There's no jets there. Those are jets. All right. Another British tactical air unit destroyed. We'll also need to move a headquarters unit forward if we're serious about this. All right, let's reinforce him. Yeah, they're giving me a jet sound effect for something that doesn't have a jet, by the looks of it. Anyway. Let's reinforce these guys. I probably should upgrade some of these guys, right? I've got level 2 ground attack weapons. I should use that. Let's also go ahead and set these guys to prepare. Go ahead and reinforce these guys. I don't even know what to do with these guys. Alright, we'll see how that plays out. Meanwhile, in South America... down goes the Chilean military. Alright, so Chile should be ours. I don't think they have an alternate capital. So Chile falls, I think. And then we'll start the advance on Peru on the other coast. Meanwhile, we'll keep these guys at Buenos Aires to prevent any sort of surprise landing. Maybe we'll even leave a corps behind at Santiago. I don't know. We've got one at Rio de Janeiro. American Navy 22, British Navy 17. Air Force down to 7. 17 for the Americans. Where's national morale at? British national morale is at 46. The Americans are down to 60. Yeah. American economy continues to grow. I don't quite understand that. Maybe just research and stuff. What all can Germany still buy? Buy more fighters. They're going to take 7 months to be ready. Well, we don't have really much in the way of strategic bombers either. We really don't have research there either. So Germany buying Air Force stuff. Look at that production queue for Germany. It's ridiculous. That's probably what the American production queue looks like, really. Let's also purchase... Can Japan buy some kamikazes? They can. Just going to go ahead and buy one of those. Because I think that takes 1 turn, so it should be ready in Japan next turn as well to help deal with this invasion. I'm just curious, like, what are we facing here? Like, I'm setting my fleet kind of helter-skelter north. I'm presuming the Americans don't have a huge carrier force against us. I mean, there's 4 destroyers, and there's a light cruiser. We know there's at least, like, 2 destroyers out here. And then we know there's at least 2 or 3 subs. So let's say 3 subs, 2 destroyers, and a carrier here. This is like bare bones minimum. So there's at least 4 units in the Atlantic. There's at least 3 subs, so 7. And then between these guys, that's 12. So that would be 12 ships out of a potential 22. That means they could have maybe 10 more. Maybe? I mean, they could be about to crush us. I don't know. But hopefully not. I mean, we did get troops back to Japan. So it's... we'll have to see. But Operation Downfall will probably be one for another day. We've more or less pulled back from Australia for now, with the exception of the invasion at Darwin, which, again, I wouldn't be surprised if it triggers some kind of Allied auto unit response. But yeah. Meanwhile, it looks like we got to advance down this narrow roadway here in India. The Germans are doing most of the work in India so far. They may get a bloody nose, though. If this headquarter unit gets destroyed, we may be in trouble. But we may also take Bombay next turn, which would be huge. If we could take the alternate capital, and then we could just drive up this road against Nagpur and kind of hit these troops in the rear, and then everybody could swing back on Delhi combined. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. If all of these units like go after this guy, if he sidesteps, I don't think he's going to do anything, but if he sidesteps, these guys all come down here, could get ugly. Still, they all look to be level 1 units here. Actually, these are 0, so that'll be an advantage for us. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you're still enjoying this series. We'll see, if we end up taking Egypt next turn. You can see we've got Cairo's on the ropes. We're trying to plan for potentially a probing action. Maybe this will be like a Dieppe-style raid against the British. But yeah, we'll see what happens next time, guys. Until next time, though, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.